Yes, YouTube. So I want to do a quick little video about my time in Thailand. Honestly, Thailand is one of the best places I've ever been to. And this is something a bit different to my YouTube channel, but I want to talk to you about why I went to Thailand, why it was so good, why you should go to Thailand. And if you're trying to do Muay Thai, definitely go to Thailand. And I'm gonna try and put in some clips and stuff. Before I even continue this video, like, share, subscribe. Even more than that, I wasn't on YouTube when I went to Thailand. So a lot of the videos and the pictures I took aren't gonna really be formatted for this video, but I'm gonna include it as I talk. So firstly, why did I go to Thailand? I haven't traveled since before the pandemic. So it's been 3 years since I've been anywhere, apart from London, in this house, in the cold, in the rain. So that was the first thing. I work online, I'm an online coach. I have the freedom to travel if I want to. So but I wasn't traveling because you had to have the jab and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I ain't gonna get into all of that kind of stuff, but I didn't take the jab, basically. And I didn't want to go, I didn't want to have to do all of this kind of stuff to travel. It was just too much of a hassle for me personally. I just couldn't be bothered, man. So that was that. But I saw the opportunity to go, boom, so I went. Now, getting there was super easy. From London to Bangkok, it was a long flight, man, like 11 hours. It was pretty tough. Food was crap. The airline I went with, I think it was Scoot, wouldn't go with them again. It was not a good airline, but it was all good. Got there in the end. So the way that I only did 2 weeks, that was my biggest regret. I should have done a month or at least a month, but I did 2 weeks. I did a week in Bangkok, a week in Phuket. Bangkok was amazing. Honestly, like, I did a week in Bangkok just messing around. Bangkok, if you know about Bangkok, it's mad. It was mad. It was pure carnage. And I went on my own. I didn't even say that. I went on my own. It was a solo trip. When you're doing a solo trip, when you're out there, you meet a lot of people. So obviously I'm gonna just throw in some pictures as I talk as well. So it was crazy. And by the way, this is not scripted, so I'm just flowing for you guys on YouTube right now. It was crazy, man. Like, the food was mad. It's so cheap. Everything's cheap. Like, food is like £2, £3, or $1, $2. Uber rides, it's not Uber. Out there they got their own thing. And the tuk-tuks, mate, cheap, so cheap. You can get from, like imagine me going from South East London to West London. That's like a half an hour, 45-minute drive. If I do that there, it's like £5. If I do that here, it's like £25. Honestly, like, that was probably the most exciting thing. Everything was just so cheap. So Bangkok, banging. All the markets, Khao San Road, Soy Cowboy, like, it was mad. So if you've been to Thailand, you already know what I'm saying, it's mad. So as a solo traveler, it was crazy. There's a lot of British people out there anyway, so I made friends pretty easy. Now, obviously you can see my skin, I'm a black man. Being a black guy in Thailand, it has its benefits, but it does garner a lot of attention. I think there's just not a lot of black people that go out there. In terms of tourists and stuff, I think it's just mainly like Europeans, people from Australia, New Zealand. Like, so when people saw me, it was like they saw like a superstar. I was getting attention left, right and center from Thai people. And I don't just mean women. I don't just mean women. So I had like old ladies coming up to me, rubbing my skin, like all this kind of stuff. Oh, like, I like your skin, da 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 da. But one thing is, the Thai people are so happy and friendly. So I'm putting in pictures as I talk because it's just random people, but they're so friendly. Obviously you got the people that want to make money, so be aware of those. So the next part I want to talk to you about is obviously Phuket. Whew. So I flew from Bangkok to Phuket. Phuket is like, it's such a different vibe to Bangkok. It's more like chilled out. It's like I'm by the coast. It's like when I go from London to go to like a seaside town. So it's like chilled out, a bit slower, not as manic. Now obviously it depends where you go in Phuket, but where I went to a gym called Revolution when I was out there. Very accommodating gym, very nice people there. So that's where I went to, and honestly that area was nice. Everything was good, the food was good. Now when you go to Phuket, you will need a moped. I went like the first 2 days without a moped and it was kind of hard to get around. I couldn't really go nowhere. Whereas Bangkok, it's just so busy. It's obviously a metropolitan city, it's massive, taxis everywhere. Phuket is a little less like that. It felt more like countryside to me. I had to get a moped to really get around, but Phuket is just more chilled out, like super relaxing. Got the beaches are mad. I went in June, it's now November, so obviously I've skipped a few months while I'm doing this, but I wasn't on YouTube back then. This is literally a new YouTube channel. So Phuket, unreal though. So training wise, now this is where it's important. So if you are a guy or a woman, you want to do Muay Thai, you want to get in shape, you want to lose body fat. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of playing sports. I was already doing Muay Thai for a couple years, but not like properly. I went over there, bro, it was unreal. Big up Revolution, they looked after me. Like, training was hard. We'll get in there, 100 kicks on the bag, 100 teeps, 100 knees, do runs around the ring. Then we're doing 100 sit-ups, plank till we fell. And then we start the bag work. And the way that the gyms work over there, and I've seen this in a lot of gyms, is basically you got 3 or 4 trainers, right? Because a lot of trainers, they will just call you in to do rounds with them, but everyone else is on the bag. So like, let's say there's 20 people in the class, Like everyone jumps on the bags, cool. Everyone's on the bags, they'll just pick like 3 people, 4 people, come out. You're gonna do 3 rounds with me, boom. You do 3 rounds, we're doing 3 rounds on the bag, then you just wait to get your turn. So you might be doing 6 rounds on the bag, you get the last 3 rounds, they'll call you in. Everyone gets a turn with a trainer. But that's after we've already done 100 teeps, 100 kicks, 100 knees, 50 sit-ups, So that's already done, you know. But then we're on the bag. Then you get your 3 rounds with the coach. So bang, I get 3 rounds with the coach. If you've never done Muay Thai, it doesn't matter what level you're at, they will look after you. Trust me, they will look after you. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner. Obviously, I had a little bit of experience. I'm not great, I'm not amazing. I'm a bit stiff, my hips don't turn when I kick, you know, I'm not the best. But they do look after you. I'll put in some videos as I'm talking right now, you'll see what I mean. But they met me at my level, they helped me push myself. So you've done your 3 rounds, and you're thinking, yeah, it's over now, class is done, go home. Nah, you ain't going home, bro. You're not going home. You're not going home. All right, everyone, back on the bags. 50 kicks on the right, 50 kicks on the left. I'm like, bruv, I thought we're done. 100 teeps, 100 knees to the bag. So remember, we did that at the start. Now we're doing it again at the end. After that, everyone together, clinch work. So they do another clinch work for another 20, 30 minutes. The clinch work is so hard. Because in England, I never done any clinching. So I didn't even know what to do. They're showing me what to do. I got better. I probably lost it all now, but bro, the clinching, bro, my neck is still hurting thinking about clinching. Like, bro, clinching is mad. I'm thinking the class is done. We've already done like 500 kicks, 500 knees, 500 sit-ups, 500 push-ups, and then we're doing clinch work. And remember, Thailand's hot. I'm from London, bro, it's cold. It's hot there and humid. So clinch work, clinch work, clinch work, clinch work, boom, 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 done. Now it's over. You get to stretch, go home. Some days we do sparring. So sparring over there was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sparring's really good, man. I think for me personally, I don't think I really learned until I did sparring. I never did Muay Thai sparring until I went out there. I was getting kicked in the head, but it's all good. And I think sparring is where you get confident because you're not afraid of getting hit anymore. When you get punched in the face or kicked in the face, there's nothing more humbling than that, but it teaches you so much. It might sound funny, but getting kicked in the face makes you more confident because you're like, okay, cool, I know I'm not gonna die. Like, death is the worst that can happen. I'm not gonna die. So it's like, all right, cool, let's do it. So you get into it, man, you get into it. The more you get punched, the more you get kicked, you're like, okay, I can take this, all right. So now, the less you worry about getting hit, the more you can focus on your own game, which is really what it's about for me anyway. And it's not like I'm not trying to be a fighter or anything like that. I just enjoy the sport. So I really enjoy the sparring side because I can just keep getting hit and I'm not afraid to like keep going. Obviously, depending on the level you spar at as well, we're not going really hard. It's like maybe 70%. Some shots, they do sting a little bit. If you're going 100%, then I've got to be more wary of what I'm doing and blah, 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 but we're not doing that. So I wouldn't be too scared about sparring either. Should I talk about the nightlife? Even in Phuket, you go to Bangalore Road. Whew. So I went to a couple fights, went to the market, got myself some gloves, some twins, but Bangalore Road, that's all I can say. Hit the clubs, have fun, you won't regret it. And lastly, I feel like there's one more thing as well, the beach parties. So I can't remember the name of the party I went to when I was out there, but I think that could potentially be the best party I've ever been to, like ever in my life. And 27, I've been to loads of places, Miami, Atlanta, New York, you know, I've been quite a few countries and that beach party was, whew. So to wrap this up, Bangkok, Phuket, you'll have fun. If you're going to train, my advice to you personally is just try and get as fit as you can before you go. If you don't know what to do, hit the link in the description. I've got a 2-week 6-pack program which has tons of cardio in there as well. It will show you how to just get fit, get in shape, because you don't want to go there and be out of shape because then you can't participate as much as you like if you're just dying after the first round. So my advice is to just train before you go, like in terms of fitness levels, because if you're not fit, you're going to be fucked. I'd rather be fit and at least struggle through it, but know I can sustain it, than go in there and being absolutely dead. It's fun. Indulge in the nightlife. Go sightseeing, see the beaches, see the temples, and that's it. So if you want to know more about me personally and this whole YouTube channel and my plan to get to 50k subscribers, hit the video right here. Peace.